Ruth, Black Mirror, but with modern day dating. Is my first thoughts when I thought Ruth. I took it to represent how dependent we are on screens for everything. It's like she's living inside of an Apple device. And it reminded me how we aren't truly connecting, but only have the illusion that we are. And how true is that? There's so many people that I'm connected to on social media, and I know everything that they got going on because of social media. But when I see them actually in person, I couldn't really tell you their names. I could tell you their Instagram names or their TikTok names, but I don't really know them. It's all an illusion. The connection is all an illusion. And then once you see that they're no longer able to depend on the devices, they have to resort back to this person to person connection. The glass shattering to me represented the reality that they know it shattering. And we don't really ever see them fully connect or touch until it's too late. But then we find out he was a computer just like everything else. Everything is just malfunctioning around her. Um, Very sad because it thought, oh, is this the is this the future of AI? You know, right now they have realistic life partner dolls and things like that. Is that where we're going? Build your own, build a bear, build your man, and hope he doesn't run out of battery. I mean, if this is the world that we're going to be leading in, it seems like a very realistic representation of what the future could hold. And it was actually very scary. Very scary.
Truth. I really liked this short. Packed a really big punch for me. I love the costume slash wardrobe. I thought it was really well put together as far as that, the set design, the special effects. Um, just really interesting take on where things are possibly headed with technology and communication and really only reaching out to each other to talk or communicate through phones and technology, and how that progresses to screens that are in front of us. And it's basically screens in front of us that we have now in our phones, but it's showing the progression of that and where that can lead. I thought it was really interesting and really well done, that this basically just feels like a completely virtual world where these people are together physically, but not really connecting, um, except through the digital. And I thought that was a really good take on it as far as, let's just talk through these screens. And great music, by the way, too. I really like the music throughout, and the performances of these actors were really good. And to me, when there was a glitch in the system and the wall was put up, it felt like, so what happens when even the physical contact is taken away? What happens then? It's a little too late at that point, because then when it comes crashing down, is the person already totally disconnected from you, is what I got from it. It was a little confusing at the end, but I think to me, that's what I was thinking. Like, where are we headed with this? We need to learn how to communicate directly with each other verbally. There was no dialogue. I thought, again, the performances just were really great. These actors really carried this throughout, and really it was intriguing to me and sad. Just, it's like all of our own opinions about what we're wearing, and I don't know, just it felt like we only have so many choices because we're choosing what we see on a screen, and it's kind of taken away from us, our choice. And I mean, because we allowed it, but just really interesting. Again, like, what happens if even the physical touch is taken away? Because I was thinking, oh wow, well, at least they're still holding hands and sitting next to each other, but they're communicating through these screens. It was very odd, and just sad to see that could be where we're headed. It's interesting, and I really liked it a lot. So well done to you guys. And technically, camera work, sound, everything was really great.
This review is for Truth. I love the special effects on this film, this fictionary world, and how the interactions between humans and their houses, how they imagine this, and the gadgets we would be using. It's just very interesting to watch. They are very well done and executed. I found the film in general to be so cryptic, especially at the ending. It was so unexpected, and I think they just did an amazing work. They also implemented beautiful music, which just complements it perfectly. This romance story and a peek into the future. I had a great time. It was great.
I really, really enjoy the special effects in this. They were absolutely mesmerizing. I found myself very curious about the reality that the characters were living in, and its backstory and their backstories. Um, and I think the build up of the setting and visually everything that makes up the reality made the ending so much more poignant in terms of contrast. So really, really great special visual effects.
Ruth. So I liked how they played with lighting and color to sort of portray this futuristic world, as well as using overt costume designs. I liked how there was no dialogue between the main characters, and they sort of used music and facial expressions and graphics as a means to communicate. And I think that played very well. It wasn't sort of an awkward exchange between the two, and I really think the music really helped with that. And I liked the way that they express their connection between the two.
I really liked tRuth. tRuth. I really liked it. I thought it was a great concept. I thought it was told really well to pack that much story, that much emotion, that much character and plot with no dialogue and make me care and make me invested. Almost because there was no dialogue, that takes skill and masterful writing and directing and acting. I thought the concept was dope. The reveal at the end was dope. The lighting and the cinematography, dope. All of it. Yeah, it was overall really, really well done. Thoroughly entertaining. Great job.
Truth was a really interesting look at like human connection in the digital age and like honestly kind of where we're headed with dating apps and social media and all of that, and only finding this connection between a screen and once physical touch is taken away and like the ability to reach out to each other, like how that impacts us. I think it was a really interesting message, and I think it was written really well for this piece. I think I really could like see a little bit of myself in these actors, so it was interesting to see on screen for sure. But overall, I think it's really telling of the times. I think it's very on the nose with technology, and it'll only be more and more true as time goes on. So it really is telling the truth. But it was a really interesting piece to watch, and it came together to be really, really well done. Very well done piece.